Good afternoon, friends. I welcome you all at this press conference on long range forecast for Southwest Monsoon 2023. To brief you more on the subject, we have with us Secretary Ministry of Earth Sciences, Dr. M Ravichandran ji, and we have also with us Director General IMD, Dr. Mohapatra ji. To start with, Secretary will give the opening remarks. After that, Dr. Mohapatra will give you a presentation, and then we will throw open flow for question answer. Please, Secretary sir.
Thank you. Very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you for coming. And first of all, I want to tell about this year long-range forecast for the monsoon season as a whole for June to September. I think before making what is the forecast, you all know that we usually give 5 categories of monsoon, how it will be. One is excess, then above normal, normal, below normal, and maybe the deficient. It is a drought condition like that. So now I think this is very important, the 5 category, in which category this monsoon will be. That is the main agenda, what we are going to tell. It is very broad objective about the overall India. As you all know that we have roughly about 87 centimeter rainfall all over India. 87 centimeter during this 4 months period. Now, out of this 87 centimeter, it is 100% means 87%. So this year, we look at it both statistical and dynamical model. From that, what are the probabilities or what are the quantitative forecast for this year, which will be in June to September. So we come out with the statistics, and we result is about 96% of 87 centimeter will be there. Roughly about 83.5 centimeter rainfall will occur during June to September. So that's the first message. Of course, it contains, there are many factors, why it is and other things. Some details will be given by in the presentation. But this 83.5 centimeter rainfall is coming under the normal category. I am again repeating, out of 5 category, normal category, and it is roughly about what is called range and other things he will explain in detail. So I want to say once again that is a normal monsoon this year is expected. So I will request my colleague Dr. Mohapatra to give a detailed presentation. Afterwards we can listen your question and answer, we can discuss. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I once again welcome all our colleagues from press and electronic media for this press conference on long-range forecast for the southeast monsoon seasonal rainfall during 2023. Next slide, please. As Secretary Minister of Earth Sciences has already informed you, quantitatively, the southeast monsoon seasonal rainfall during June to September 2023 for the country as a whole is likely to be 96% of the long period average with a model error of plus minus 5%. When I say 96%, it comes under the normal rainfall category for the country as a whole. If you look at various categories, if the seasonal rainfall is more than 110%, it is called as excess rainfall. If it is 105 to 110%, it is called as above normal rainfall. If it is 96 to 104% of the long period average, it is called as normal rainfall. And 90 to 95% of the long period average is called as below normal rainfall. And less than 90% of the long period average is called as the deficient rainfall. The long period average rainfall for the country as a whole is calculated based on data of 1971 to 2020, and it comes out to be 87 centimeter. So therefore, as Secretary has already briefed, 96% of 87 centimeter is roughly about 83.5 centimeter, and this comes under the normal category of rainfall. But model error has the plus minus 5%, so therefore it can vary from 91 to 101% of the long period average. This forecast is based on both statistical ensemble forecasting system of India Meteorological Department and the dynamical models used by India Meteorological Department. This dynamical model is a multi-model ensemble forecasting system based on various best performing climate models from different parts of the globe. Next slide, please. If you just look at the probability of rainfall during June to September 2023 in different categories, climatologically, it is 16% for the deficient rainfall, 17% for below normal, and normal is 33%, and 16% for above normal, and 17% for excess. That means climatologically, Indian summer monsoon rainfall during June to September is expected to be normal to above normal in 67% cases, or 67% probability for normal to above normal based on the climatology. But if you go by the model forecast, the model forecast probability is shown in the third column. You will find that there is highest probability of 35% for the normal rainfall during June to September against the climatological probability of 33%. So therefore, both the probabilistic rainfall and the deterministic rainfall are suggesting that rainfall during monsoon season 2023 is expected to be in the normal category, and quantitatively it is 96% plus minus 5%. Next, please. Now, this is the spatial distribution of the forecast probability of different categories of rainfall. This exercise we have started in 2021. This is the third year where we are not only giving only the rainfall for the country as a whole, but the probability of above normal rainfall, below normal rainfall, and normal rainfall over different parts of the country. So if you just look at this diagram, you will find that normal rainfall is likely over many areas of peninsular India and adjoining East Central India, East India, Northeast India, and over some parts of Northwest India. Now, normal to below normal rainfall is likely over some areas of Northwest India and parts of West Central India and some pockets of Northeast India. Here, the yellow, orange, and red colors belong to below normal rainfall probability. Blue, deep blue color indicates above normal rainfall probability. Green color indicates there is normal rainfall probability. The white area indicates the climatological probability of occurrence of rainfall. Next, please. So all of us know that the monsoon rainfall depends upon many large-scale features, and I am discussing here the prominent large-scale features which we usually talk about. And the topmost one is the El Nino conditions, which we are discussing on everyday basis. Now, currently, if you remember, the La Nina conditions which were prevailing till February has ended. This is neither La Nina nor El Nino. It is a neutral condition. The latest climate models indicate that El Nino conditions are likely to develop during the monsoon season. But I want to mention here that the impact of El Nino may be felt during second half of the monsoon season. All the El Nino years are not bad monsoon years. I want to highlight here. There are about 60% of the El Nino years when in the past we have got normal rainfall or above normal rainfall. The second parameter is the Indian Ocean dipole, that is the variation of sea surface temperature over West Equatorial Indian Ocean and East Equatorial Indian Ocean. If West Equatorial Indian Ocean is warmer, it is called as positive Indian Ocean dipole. And if East Equatorial Indian Ocean is warmer, it is called as negative Indian Ocean dipole. Now, positive Indian Ocean dipole is good for Indian summer monsoon or southwest monsoon rainfall over India. And current status is that the neutral Indian Ocean dipole conditions are prevailing over Indian Ocean. And the latest model forecast indicates that positive Indian Ocean dipole conditions are likely to develop during the southwest monsoon season. So it is a favorable parameter. The third point is the snow-covered area over the northern hemisphere, especially over the Eurasia, that is Europe and Asia snow cover. The snow-covered area of our northern hemisphere as well as Eurasia was below normal during December to March 2023. And there is an inverse relationship. Lower the snow-cover area, better is the Indian monsoon. So lower snow cover over northern hemisphere as well as Eurasia during the winter and spring is favorable for the subsequent southwest monsoon rainfall over India. So therefore, if I just summarize all these three important large-scale features, if at all there will be any adverse impact due to the evolving El Nino conditions during monsoon season, that is likely to be countered by the favorable impact due to Indian Ocean dipole and the snow-covered area over the northern hemisphere. Next slide, please. So this is just explanation of the three phenomena. Let us discuss about the latest El Nino or Southern Oscillation forecast. So on the left-hand side, you can find out the 3-month average values like, say, April, May, June, July, or June, July, August. This red color indicates El Nino conditions, and blue color indicates La Nina conditions, and gray color indicates neutral conditions. So what does it indicate? That currently the La Nina conditions has changed to the neutral conditions over equatorial Pacific, and climate models are suggesting that El Nino conditions like to develop during monsoon season. But if you want specifically in which month it's most probable, I'll say towards July, it may start the El Nino conditions. So therefore, the impact of El Nino conditions, if at all it develops, we will have in the second half of the monsoon season. So on the right-hand side, these are the forecasts by the various global models. And you can find out that all these models are indicating rise in sea surface temperature over the East Equatorial Pacific, and hence the evolving El Nino conditions. But El Nino is not so severe. It is crossing the limit of 0.5 degrees Celsius towards July only. So therefore, we can expect the evolvement, but it is not such type of strong El Nino conditions. It is just a moderate El Nino conditions which is likely to evolve towards July or towards the monsoon season. Next slide, please. So now this is a very interesting slide which indicates that if you look at all the years from 1951 onwards till 2022, you will find that there are 15 years where there has been El Nino conditions. Here El Nino is defined in 3 categories. One is the weak El Nino conditions, when the sea surface temperature deviation or anomaly is between 0.5 degree to 1 degree Celsius. It is called as moderate El Nino conditions if the anomaly is 1 degree to 1.5 degrees Celsius. It is called strong El Nino conditions if the sea surface temperature anomaly is more than 1.5 degrees Celsius. So what I find that there is no one-to-one relationship between El Nino and the monsoon rainfall over India. You can find out of these 15 years, there are 6 years when we have the normal rainfall or the above normal rainfall. The highlighted, the yellow highlighted lines, you can see that you have got the deficient rainfall, which are not highlighted. Those are the years when you have got the normal rainfall over the country as a whole. So there is also study indicating that stronger inverse relationship between El Nino and rainfall during second half of the monsoon season. So with the possible development of El Nino conditions towards July, it may impact, therefore, the monsoon rainfall in the second half of the monsoon season, if at all it develops. Next, please. So this is the Indian Ocean dipole, and you can find out these are the various types of forecasts generated for Indian Ocean dipole. Indian Ocean dipole is said to be positive when this temperature anomaly, sea surface temperature anomaly, exceeds 0.4 degrees Celsius. And it is called negative anomaly if it is below minus 0.4 degrees Celsius. Between minus 0.4 and plus 0.4, it is the neutral Indian Ocean dipole conditions. So from this forecast, you can find that almost all the models are indicating that currently the neutral Indian Ocean dipole conditions is prevailing, and it may enter into positive Indian Ocean dipole. As I was telling you, the positive Indian Ocean dipole means the warming over the west equatorial Indian Ocean, which will influence the cross-equatorial flow and hence the monsoon favorably. Monsoon winds will be stronger with the positive Indian Ocean dipole. So majority of models are indicating that positive Indian Ocean dipole is likely to develop during monsoon season. Next slide, please. So this is the snow cover departure from the normal. So you can find here the yellow, orange, and red are the negative departures, and blue are the positive departures. So what you find from this diagram, this is the representative month for the February. Similar conditions prevailed from December to March. So what does it indicate? That there is negative departure. That means the snow cover area has been less than the normal during this period from December to March. And there is an inverse relationship. That means lower the snow cover, better is the performance of southwest monsoon. So therefore, this is on the positive side to improve or influence the monsoon conditions. You can find out the time series of variations, and you can see that it is on the negative side in the recent months. Next slide, please. This is the summary what I have told so far. Quantitatively, the southwest monsoon seasonal rainfall during June-September over the country as a whole is likely to be 96% of the long average, with a moderate error of model error of plus minus 5%, and hence the rainfall is expected to be in the normal category. The long period average is the 87 centimeter based on data of 1971 to 2020. Currently, the La Nina conditions have changed into neutral conditions over equatorial Pacific region, and models suggest that it will be entering into the El Nino conditions during the monsoon season, most probably in July, and hence, therefore, it can have some impact in the second half of the season. So at present, neutral Indian Ocean dipole conditions are present over Indian Ocean, and models suggest that it will be the positive Indian Ocean dipole during the monsoon season, which is favorable for rainfall over India. Similarly, the below normal snow cover over Eurasia in the period has been there, and it is favorable for subsequent southwest monsoon rainfall over India. The next update will be provided by last week of May about the monsoon performance. It will include the country as a whole rainfall forecast and also the expected rainfall probability in different parts of the country. In addition to that, there will be forecast for the month of June, and there will be forecast for different homogeneous regions, as well as the monsoon core zone, which is the rain-fed area of the country mostly. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mohapatra ji. Now we are taking up a question answer. First 110.
क्योंकि ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस है, इसलिए हम ये चाहते हैं क्योंकि ये जनता तक ज्यादा से ज्यादा पहुंचे, एक हिंदी में आप थोड़ा सा छोटा सा डिस्क्राइब कर दीजिए ताकि जो पब्लिक है और किसान है खास तौर पे उनको भी पता चले.
Done.
नमस्कार. भारत मौसम विज्ञान विभाग और पृथ्वी मंत्रालय के द्वारा आज आने वाले मानसून सीजन पे बारिश का पूर्वानुमान किया जा रहा है. परिमाणात्मक रूप में देखें तो पूरी भारत में जून से सितंबर के अंदर जो बारिश होने वाला है वो लॉन्ग पीरियड एवरेज का 96% होने का पूर्वानुमान किया जा रहा है. लॉन्ग पीरियड एवरेज का मतलब होता है कि 1971 से 2020 के बीच में जो बारिश रिकॉर्ड किया गया, इसको आधार करके एक एवरेज फिगर निकाला गया जो है 87 सेंटीमीटर पर कंट्री एज ए होल. जब मैं 96% रेनफॉल का पूर्वानुमान कर रहा हूं, इसका मतलब है कि 87 सेंटीमीटर की 96%, यानी लगभग 83.5 सेंटीमीटर रेनफॉल पूरी देश में रेनफॉल होने का पूर्वानुमान किया जाता है। और ये जो मॉडल का पूर्वानुमान है, ये मॉडल का एरर होता है ±5%, यानी 96% पूर्वानुमान के हिसाब से एरर हो सकता है, माने पूर्वानुमान का वेरिएशन हो सकता है 91% से 101%। सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि जो 96% का पूर्वानुमान किया गया, वो पूर्वानुमान नॉर्मल रेनफॉल कैटेगरी का पूर्वानुमान है। यानी हम लोग 2023 में जून से सितंबर के पीरियड में मॉनसून रेनफॉल नॉर्मल होने का पूर्वानुमान कर रहे हैं, और क्वांटिटेटिवली ये 96% ±5% होने का पूर्वानुमान कर रहे हैं। जो लार्ज स्केल फीचर्स जिसकी वजह से मानसून सीजन का रेनफॉल इंडिया में प्रभावित होता है, इसमें प्रमुख होता है लानिना और एल नीनो कंडीशंस। विंटर में आप देखे होंगे कि लानिना कंडीशंस अप टू फरवरी प्रिवेल कर रहा था, जो कि इक्वेटोरियल पैसिफिक ओशन का सी सरफेस टेम्परेचर के ऊपर आधारित है। अभी वो लानिना कंडीशन चेंज होते हुए एक न्यूट्रल कंडीशन में परिणत हो गया, यानी अभी ना ये लानिना है ना ये एल नीनो है। मगर जो मॉडल्स का पूर्वानुमान है, इसके हिसाब से मानसून सीजन के दौरान न्यूट्रल कंडीशन से एल नीनो कंडीशंस इवॉल्व होने का पूर्वानुमान किया जा रहा है, और मोस्ट प्रोबेबली ये जुलाई महीने के आसपास डेवलप होने का पूर्वानुमान किया जा रहा है। हमारा जो विश्लेषण है, इससे पता चलता है कि सेकेंड हाफ ऑफ मानसून सीजन के साथ एल नीनो का रिलेशनशिप ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग है। जैसे कि हमारा पूर्वानुमान है कि जुलाई के आसपास एल नीनो कंडीशंस डेवलप हो सकता है। इसका मतलब यही होता है कि सेकेंड हाफ ऑफ मानसून सीजन 2023 के ऊपर एल नीनो डेवलप हुआ तो इसका असर पड़ सकता है। फिर भी आप सीजन पूरा देखें तो नॉर्मल रेनफॉल होने का पूर्वानुमान किया जा रहा है। और एक बात मैं बोलना चाहता हूं कि 1951 से देख 2022 तक अब सभी सालों का एल नीनो, लानिना, न्यूट्रल कंडीशंस वगैरह एनालिसिस करे देखा जाए, ऐसे 15 साल रहा जब एल नीनो कंडीशन डेवलप हुआ है। मगर ये 15 सालों से 6 साल ऐसे रहा जब नॉर्मल नहीं तो एबोव नॉर्मल रेनफॉल रिकॉर्ड किया गया। सो मेरा मतलब यही है कि एल नीनो के साथ मॉनसून सीजन रेनफॉल का ऐसे 1-to-1 रिलेशनशिप या डायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप नहीं है। ऐसे 40% ईयर्स होता है जब एल नीनो के साथ भी नॉर्मल नहीं तो एबोव नॉर्मल रेनफॉल रिकॉर्ड किया गया है। दूसरा जो लार्ज स्केल फीचर है जो इंडियन मानसून को प्रभावित करता है, वो है इंडियन ओशन डाइपोल। इंडियन ओशन में वेस्ट इक्वेटोरियल इंडियन ओशन और ईस्ट इक्वेटोरियल इंडियन ओशन का जो सी सरफेस टेम्परेचर की डिफरेंस वजह से एक डाइपोलर बिहेवियर डेवलप होता है। कभी कभी वेस्ट इक्वेटोरियल इंडियन ओशन वार्मर होता है तो कभी कभी ईस्ट इक्वेटोरियल इंडियन ओशन वार्मर होता है। जब वेस्ट इक्वेटोरियल इंडियन ओशन वार्मर होता है, इसको पॉजिटिव इंडियन ओशन डाइपोल बोला जाता है, और अपोजिट को नेगेटिव इंडियन ओशन डाइपोल बोला जाता है। जब वेस्ट इक्वेटोरियल इंडियन ओशन वार्मिंग ज़्यादा होता है, यानी पॉजिटिव इंडियन ओशन डाइपोल डेवलप होता है, तब साउथ ईस्ट मानसून का क्रॉस इक्वेटोरियल फ्लो, यानी सदर्न हेमिस्फीयर से नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर को जो विंड फ्लो होता है, एक्टिव होता है, स्ट्रांग होता है, तो मानसून रेनफॉल अच्छा होता है। सो पॉजिटिव इंडियन ओशन डाइपोल मानसून के लिए अच्छा होता है। और अभी जो न्यूट्रल इंडियन ओशन डाइपोल कंडीशंस प्रिवेल कर रहा है, पूर्वानुमान यही है कि ये पॉजिटिव इंडियन ओशन डाइपोल मानसून सीजन के जरिए डेवलप हो सकता है। सो ये फेवरेबल हो सकता है। तीसरा है कि स्नो कवर एरिया, स्पेशली ओवर यूरोप और एशिया और नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर बोल सकते हैं आप। स्नो कवर कम होने से मानसून सीजन में रेनफॉल जो होता है वो फेवरेबल होता है। स्नो कवर ज़्यादा होने से ये अनफेवरेबल होता है। और इस साल विंटर सीजन में या स्प्रिंग सीजन में दिसंबर, जनवरी, फरवरी, मार्च महीना का स्नो कवर आप देखें तो नॉर्मली जितना स्नो कवर होता है इससे कम हुआ है, यानी बिलो नॉर्मल स्नो कवर दिखाई दिया गया, जो कि फेवरेबल है इंडियन मानसून के लिए। सो जो एलिनो कंडीशंस का डेवलप होने का जो भी पूर्वानुमान है, इसमें जो नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट होने वाला है, इसको काउंटर करने के लिए पॉजिटिव इंडियन ओशन डाइपोल और बिलो नॉर्मल स्नो कवर भी प्रिवेल कर रहा है। ये सभी को देखते हुए और डायनामिकल मॉडल और स्टैटिस्टिकल मॉडल का कंसेंसस को देखते हुए इंडिया मेट्रोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट और मिनिस्टर ऑफ आर्थ साइंसेस आज ये पूर्वानुमान जारी कर रहे हैं कि भारत में 2023 में जून टू सितंबर में होने वाले बारिश नॉर्मल कैटेगरी में होगा और क्वांटिटेटिवली 96% ऑफ लॉन्ग पीरियड एवरेज होने का संभावना है। और ये पूर्वानुमान का फिर अपडेट हम जारी करेंगे मई महीना में लास्ट वीक में, जबकि पूरा इंडिया की रेनफॉल के पूर्वानुमान के साथ साथ रेनफॉल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का प्रोबेबिलिटी पूर्वानुमान भी दिया जाएगा और इसके साथ साथ जून महीना में होने वाले बारिश का पूर्वानुमान और डिफरेंट होमोजेनियस रीजन्स में होने वाले बारिश का पूर्वानुमान और जो कोर जोन है मानसून का, जो कि मेनली रेनफेड एरिया होता है सेंट्रल इंडिया, उसका भी स्पेशल पूर्वानुमान जारी किया जाएगा। धन्यवाद।
Questions? Asim,
सर
just hold. We will come. Asim.
सर मुझे लगता है कि ये छठा साल होगा जबकि मानसून सामान्य रहेगा एक ट्रेंड में अगर हम देखें तो पिछले 6 सालों में। तो आपको लगता है कि ये कुछ क्लाइमेट चेंज हो रहा है या मानसून एक अब आगे सामान्य ही रहेगा, ये वजह क्या है इसके पीछे?
देखिए, मानसून एक लार्ज स्केल फेनोमेना होता है, ग्लोबल फेनोमेना होता है और इसका बहुत सारे लार्ज स्केल फीचर्स होता है और रीजनल फीचर होता है। और मैं लार्ज स्केल फीचर्स की बात किया और आप जैसे आपने बताया कि लास्ट कुछ सालों में अच्छा मानसून रहा है। मानसून एक इपोकल बिहेवियर दिखाता है, जैसे 3 डेकेड्स अच्छा बारिश होता है तो फिर 3 डेकेड्स कम बारिश होता है। इससे पहले जो अभी डिकेड चल रहा है, इससे पहले जो डिकेड चल रहा था वो नेगेटिव इपोक चल रहा था, यानी हम बहुत सारे डेफिशिएंट रेनफॉल ईयर्स और बिलो नॉर्मल रेनफॉल ईयर्स एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे, वो हुआ भी। अब ये ट्रांजिशन हो रहा है जो बिलो नॉर्मल इपोक से अभी नॉर्मल होते हुए एबो नॉर्मल इपोक की तरफ गति कर रहा है लॉन्ग टर्म पे।
176.
So, Meghna Mittal from Moneycontrol, you said that in the El Nino conditions might impact the monsoon in the latter half in July. Can we see then lessening of the rainfall in the second half of the monsoon, and is that a worry for the farmers?
No, actually, yes, when compared to the normal, it will be less than the normal in August, September, whatever is happening in the normal, from that it will be less. But we have taken into account of total season, it will be normal.
सर मदन जड़ा हिंदुस्तान अखबार से हूँ। ये जैसे आजकल कुछ सालों से हम रेगुलरली देख रहे हैं कि कई एजेंसियां मौसम की फोरकास्टिंग कर रही हैं, इस साल भी हुई है। तो इसको लेके क्या सरकार की नीति है कि कोई भी फोरकास्ट कर सकता है, क्या हम भी कर सकते हैं? तो इस पे जरा क्लियर कीजिए कि क्योंकि कई बार कंफ्यूजन होता है, कुछ चीजें रिपीट होती हैं, कुछ चीजें कई बार क्लैश भी करती हैं। तो इसमें क्या पॉलिसी है गवर्नमेंट की? कोई फोरकास्टिंग कोई भी कर सकता है? क्योंकि एक बार बहुत पहले भी ऐसा हुआ था तो फिर उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को मना कर दिया गया था कि आप नहीं करेंगे। तो अभी क्या पॉलिसी है?
देखिए, धन्यवाद नवीन जी। कोई भी देश आप दुनिया में देखें तो सभी देश में एक नोडल एजेंसी होता है पूर्वानुमान देने के लिए, और नोडल एजेंसी रिकॉग्नाइज्ड होते हैं इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे। जैसे इंडिया मेट्रोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट वर्ल्ड मेट्रोलॉजिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की एक हिस्सा है 193 कंट्रीज का, और ऑफिशियल लेवल पे सभी पब्लिक के लिए हमारा ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होता है कि हम फोरकास्ट दें और वो फोरकास्ट जुडिशियस हो, रीजनेबल हो, टाइमली हो और इसका अकाउंटेबिलिटी भी हो। सो कोई भी फोरकास्ट दे दे और अकाउंटेबिलिटी नहीं रहे, इसमें लोगों को प्रॉब्लम्स हो सकता है। और इसलिए मैं आपके जरिए सभी को ये अनुरोध करूंगा कि आप ऑफिशियल फोरकास्ट जो इंडिया मेट्रोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट से इशू हो रहा है, इसको आप बिलीव करें, इसको प्रयोग करें। मैं आपको सभी को धन्यवाद देता हूं कि आप लोग बिलीव किए हैं। हमारा जो सर्वे बताता है कि भारत मौसम विज्ञान विभाग का जो पूर्वानुमान है, इसको लोग बिलीव करते हैं और यूज करते हैं। और मुझे ये विश्वास है कि भविष्य में भी हम आप लोगों के जरिए लोगों के पास पहुंचाएंगे और ऑफिशियल फोरकास्ट बहुत अच्छे ढंग से और अच्छे एक्यूरेसी के साथ।
100 number, madam.
सर रेखा दीक्षित, from IIT Madras Shastra Magazine. So my question is, you said normal across the country. I know this is the first forecast, but some of the slides you shared showed that there is high probability of less rainfall in certain areas. Could you elaborate on that? Also, are you also would you say that while we have 96% for the entire year, the distribution over a period of time may not be that good? Already you're saying that El Nino might have some negative impact. So are we going to see a lot of rain in certain months and then big dry patches in the other subsequent ones?
Dhanyavad, madam. We have issued the long range forecast for the country as a whole, and also the probability of occurrence of above normal, below normal, and normal rainfall in different parts of the country. This exercise we have started in 2021, and this is the third year. This is based on the best climate models available in the world, and we have developed some kind of robust statistical mechanism based multi-model ensemble forecast. And we have seen this forecast performance of this scheme is quite better. As for this forecast issued for this year, we are expecting normal rainfall over many areas of peninsular India. So that means that includes Karnataka, Kerala, Goa, and Andhra Pradesh, southern parts of Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry. Also East Central India like Chhattisgarh, Odisha, and Eastern India like Jharkhand, Bihar. We also expect the normal to above normal rainfall activity of northeastern states like Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur. We are also expecting, and at the same time also above normal rainfall over Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, some parts of Uttar Pradesh. Normal to below normal rainfall is likely over some areas of northwest India like say Rajasthan and Haryana and Uttarakhand, etc. We are also expecting some kind of normal to below normal rainfall activity over Maharashtra, northern parts of Telangana, and Gujarat. So this is the forecast issued in the month of April. So this forecast will be further updated with the initial condition of the model in the month of May. To follow up this forecast, as you told, the intra-seasonal variations, certainly there will be large intra-seasonal variation in monsoon season. Therefore, IMD and MOES has introduced a seamless forecasting system. The seasonal forecast is followed by a monthly forecast that I told it will be issued for the month of June by the end of May. That monthly forecast is followed by the extended range forecast, that is forecast for next 2 weeks to 4 weeks. And for each week, we provide the forecast of the dry spells or wet spells in meteorological subdivisions. It is followed by then the medium range forecast up to 7 days at the district level, indicating the various types of rainfall forecast and also the heavy rainfall warning. Following that, on the day of occurrence of rainfall, we go for the nowcast, which is updated every 3 hours for all the districts in the country with respect to severe weather.
No, the weightages are different. The weightages are different in the statistics. Pardon? See, basically it is
Can
not
you
only...
quantify the difference?
No, this is not the only 3 parameter for a statistical model. There are many parameters, but the dominant things have been told, that's all. It is not that only these 3 parameters determine entire things. So in the statistical model. And not only statistical, but also we are looking at the dynamical model. There is not... No. How many statistical model? How many?
The statistical model says 6 parameters, and the dynamical model takes into consideration all the dynamics of atmosphere and ocean, where all the parameters or any other parameters that is taken into consideration. And so we have moved from statistical to dynamical. We are utilizing both the models, but it is dominantly now dependent upon the dynamical forecasting system based on the best climate models in the world.
So just to double check. So there are 2 positive factors for this year and 1 negative factor that is a bit moderate. Is that El Nino you said is moderate, and positive factors are IOD, positive IOD, and the Eurasian snow cover is likely to be less. So that is why you were saying monsoon will be normal, right, sir?
It is not simply based on 3. I just explained the 3 important large-scale parameters, but it is based on the models. The models also suggest like that. In addition to that.
Sure. Thank you.
It is only major reasoning, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying 2 big positive factors and 1 negative factor, big, but that is going to be moderate.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
sir?
Yes,
Just for
you
a
are right.
layman, I mean, we have to explain to the layman, right?
Yeah,
You are right.
yeah.
You are right.
Hello. Yeah, sir, Prabhudat from Hindu Business Line. Sir, you said dynamical model and statistical model combined together. These are the probabilities you have mentioned. Can you separately mention what is the, in dynamical model, what is the probability for a normal monsoon?
The forecast which is issued is 96%. That is calculated in 2 ways. One is the statistical ensemble forecasting system based on 6 parameters. Other one is the dynamical forecasting system. And the dynamical forecast system is the multimodal ensemble, which is based on the best climate models available in the world. Both the models are suggesting 96% each. Okay. So therefore, there is a very good consensus among the models that it will be around 96% plus minus 5%. But if you go to simply statistical model with the probability, and that indicates that there is 35% probability for occurrence of normal rainfall against the climatological probability of 33%.
Actually, the dynamical model is not one. There are many models, including Indian model. There are many international model also we look at it.
No, there is like northern hemispheric temperatures, the pressures, etc. So the different parts. It is available in the website. So, but these are the large scale features are these 3 important large scale features.
हेलो सर, सवाल यह है कि इस बार गर्मियों में तापमान कितना पहुंचने का अनुमान है, और दूसरा यह है कि फरवरी के महीने में बहुत ज्यादा गर्मी रही है और कई साल का रिकॉर्ड टूटा है, उसकी क्या वजह रही है?
सो आप 2 क्वेश्चन रहा इसमें. पहले मैं फरवरी की बात कर लूं. फरवरी महीने में जैसे आपने बताया, यस, ये एक वार्मेस्ट ईयर था, जबकि आपका डे टेम्परेचर बहुत हाई रहा, बट नाइट टेम्परेचर वाज नियर नॉर्मल. सो इसका वजह ये था कि फरवरी महीने में हम लोगों को ज़्यादा कुछ वेस्टर्न डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं मिला जैसे मार्च महीने में आपको मिला है. मार्च महीने में 7 वेस्टर्न डिस्टर्बेंस आया और बारिश अच्छा हुआ. अभी 24% एक्सेस रेनफॉल है मार्च महीना के साथ साथ अप्रैल महीने में भी. मगर फरवरी महीने में ऐसे वेस्टर्न डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं आने के कारण बारिश बहुत एफिशिएंट रहा और डे टेम्परेचर राइज हुआ नॉर्मल से. और पूर्वानुमान की बात करें, सो हम लोगों का पूर्वानुमान भी था फरवरी महीना के लिए कि डे टेम्परेचर ज़्यादा रहेगा. और आने वाले समर पीरियड के लिए हम पूर्वानुमान जारी किए हैं कि अप्रैल में जून के दौरान सेंट्रल इंडिया और नॉर्थ वेस्ट इंडिया में टेम्परेचर नॉर्मल से ज़्यादा रहेगा. और स्पेशली अप्रैल का बात करें, इसमें हम बोला था कि टेम्परेचर इतना ज़्यादा नहीं रहेगा और हीट वेव कंडीशंस जो अप्रैल में है, इसका प्रभाव नहीं था कि ईस्टर्न इंडिया में स्पेशली उड़ीसा, गंज वेस्ट बंगाल, झारखंड, बिहार, इस एरिया में हीट वेव कंडीशंस डेवलप हो सकता है अप्रैल महीना के लिए. और अप्रैल में जून ये पीरियड ले तो ये ईस्टर्न इंडिया में ज़्यादा प्रोबेबिलिटी है और वेस्टर्न इंडिया में कुछ हिस्सा में भी डेवलप हो सकता है हीट वेव कंडीशंस. एंड एज ऑफ टुडे मैं आपको बोल के रखूँ, टेम्परेचर ईस्टर्न इंडिया में राइज हो रहा है और टेम्परेचर नियर नॉर्मल टू स्लाइटली अबव नॉर्मल है. नेक्स्ट 5 डेज के लिए टेम्परेचर राइज हो रहा है और आइसोलेटेड प्लेसेस में हीट वेव कंडीशंस डेवलप हो सकता है.
थैंक यू वेरी मच फ्रेंड्स.
अच्छा, मैडम वांट्स टू आस्क वन क्वेश्चन. ओके. हाँ हाँ हाँ, ठीक. So thank you very
Sir,
much. I
sir,
thank.
one question, sir. Sir, can you detail the monthly distribution of rainfall? This is June, July. Can
That
you?
will come afterwards, not in fast phase. This is the fast phase forecast.
Okay.
In the month of May, it will come for the month of June. So I thank Secretary, Minister of Sciences, and DG PIB, and all our friends and colleagues from Press and Electronic Media for your patience and for cooperations. Thank you very much.